Welcome to the Founder's Mindset. Today we're going to be speaking about the power of resourcefulness, bootstrapping my first business with limited skills. My name is Jamie Jackson and thank you for joining us. Starting a business with little money and very few skills is like being thrown into the deep end without knowing how to swim. You either sink or figure out how to stay afloat. I had no choice but to figure it out. When I launched my first business, I didn't have access to investors, big funding, or an experienced team. I had an idea, a vision, and a burning desire to make it work, but little else. The only thing I had going for me was resourcefulness, and looking back, it was the most valuable skill I could have had, making something out of nothing. Bootstrapping isn't just about starting with limited money. It's about maximizing what you have. Every cent counted and every decision had to be strategic. I had to learn how to be my own marketer. I didn't have the budget to hire an agency, so I studied digital marketing, SEO, and social media strategies, testing everything myself. Master multiple roles. I wasn't just the founder. I was the sales team, the designer, the accountant, and the customer service rep. Negotiate everything. Without deep pockets, I had to be creative with deals, trading services, forming partnerships, and stretching every resource as far as possible. In the early days, there was no room for perfection, just progress. I couldn't afford to wait until I had all the skills, so I learned as I went. Google, YouTube, and trial and error became my mentors. The hustle mindset, learning on the go. When you're bootstrapping, there's no safety net. That's when resourcefulness becomes a survival skill. I quickly realized that I didn't need to be an expert in everything. I just needed to know how to figure things out. When I didn't know how to design a website, I found free tutorials and built one myself. When I couldn't afford marketing, I leveraged social media and word of mouth. When I needed to grow, I formed strategic collaborations instead of hiring staff I couldn't pay yet. Being self-sufficient doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means finding ways to solve problems with what you have. Turning limitations into strengths. At first, I saw my lack of money, skills, and connections as obstacles. But over time, I realized that they were my biggest advantages. Because I had no funding, I learned how to run lean and profitable from day one. Because I had no formal skills, I became a fast learner, adaptable, and unafraid to take risks. Because I had no established network, I built relationships through hustle, persistence, and delivering value. Many founders wait until they have the perfect conditions before starting. But here's the truth. You'll never have everything figured out. If you're waiting for the right time, the right skills, or the right capital, you'll be waiting forever. Becoming skilled. The unexpected result of resourcefulness. As I continued to bootstrap, being resourceful forced me to learn new skills, and those skills turned out to be the foundation of my future success. I couldn't rely on experts or hire consultants, so I had to become one myself. Through trial and error, I became proficient in web design and development. I started building my websites and became comfortable with online tools and platforms. Digital marketing. What started as a desperate attempt to market my business turned into a skill set I could later build an entire business around, offering marketing services to other companies. Sales and negotiation. I had to perfect my pitch, become relentless in closing deals, and learn how to negotiate terms. That worked in my favor. These weren't just random skills. They became businesses in themselves. I didn't just learn how to market. I built an entire marketing business off that skill. The same happened with web development and sales. I transformed each skill into a revenue stream and a way to help others who were in the same boat I once was. Looking back, the act of being resourceful opened doors to new skill sets that weren't just useful for running my first business. They were the keys to building new businesses. Today, I am able to tap into these skills to solve problems for clients and continue to evolve as an entrepreneur. The Founder's Edge. Resourcefulness over resources. Looking back, I realized that resourcefulness is more valuable than resources. You can give someone R1 million investment, but if they don't know how to maximize it, they'll waste it. Meanwhile, a resourceful entrepreneur will take R100 and turn it into something great. What is the lesson here? Well, work with what you have and start where you are. Skills can be learned, networks can be built, and money will follow when you create something of value. If you're in entrepreneur, bootstrapping your business right now, I know the struggle, but trust me, the skills you are developing, problem solving, adaptability, creativity, this will set you